Hello. Today we are going to discuss about the soil formation stages. The step 1 is weathering, that is the physical or a chemical process. The second step is the small rocks continue to undergo weathering that causes large pieces of perennial rocks. The step 3 is minerals and salt seep deeper into the ground along with water. So, the humus and the topsoil. Humus is the organic component of soil that is formed by the decomposition of the leaves and other plant materials by soil microorganisms. So, this is the uppermost layer of the soil. Generally, this layer consists of humus and fine particles of dust and sand. So this horizons, it contains weathered rocks and it is very difficult to dig more than this layer. At line, like the line at which the earth's surface and the sky appear to meet is called as the horizon. So the now coming to the bedrocks. The lowermost layer and consists of the parent rock. Generally, this layer is mainly consisting of soils, that is the bedrock. This layer is also soft and can hold water, and here the O horizon lies just above this topsoil, which is rich in organic matter. Now coming to the subsoil. Generally, the subsoil is rich in minerals that sweeps down along with the water. It also consists of fine particles of the soil. Now, whatever the parental rock undergo changes, we are going to see. Here we can see that the soil vegetation, soil development is done, and here the bedrocks are situated in the down, and the decaying vegetation is done over there. And here are the soil horizons. O is humus, A is zone of leaching of soluble salts, B is accumulation of salt, subsoil, C is the bedrock, and down one is the bedrock C. The C is the parent bed material, the D is the fresh parent material. So here the humus is present, which is black in color, the topsoil somewhat grey, the subsoil is again brown, and you see the bedrock over here. Okay, these are the pictures, and now we can see the particle sizes of the constructions. For clay, generally it is less than 0.002. For slate, it is 0.002 to 0.05. For sand, it is 0.05 to 2.0. Fine bubbles is 2.25 point, and medium is 5 to 20. Okay, this is about the size particles. Properties of soil. Generally, three properties of soils are there: absorption, moisture, and percolation. Okay. So, what do you mean by clay soil? Like soil erosion actually. So, soil compaction, low organic matter, loss of soil structure, poor internal drainage, salinization, and soil acidity problems are other serious issues to the soil erosion. So, generally, the surface water runoff occurs whenever there is excess water on the slope that cannot be trapped on the surface. So, what is sandy soil? Sand soils are often dry, nutrient deficient, and fast draining. They have the little ability to transport water from the deeper layers through the capillary transport. And the meaning of tillage, like whatever tillage of sandy soil is there, that is nothing but the preparation of the land for growing crops. The preparation of land for growing crops is called tillage. Okay, it will have. Now coming to clay soil, this is the fine grained natural rock or soil material that combines one or more clay minerals with traces of metals. Okay, so clay soil generally appear in various colors. Now we move on with the loamy soil. Loam is nothing but the soil composed mostly of sand and smaller amount of clay. So which is used in farming. Generally, loam is considered as ideal for gardening and agricultural uses because it retains nutrients well and also retains water while still accessing excess water. Here are the pictures of sandy soil, clay soil, and loamy soil. You can see. Okay, the one is sandy, 2 is clayey, and 3 is loamy. And now here is the how to prevent soil erosion. So deforestation, overgrazing, flood, heavy rainfall, improper farmings, these are the measures we see generally. Due to this, the soil erosion has been done. If we plant more trees and cut less trees, overgrazing should be stopped and terrace farming should be adopted. Through this, we can prevent soil erosion.